The question is that the motion be agreed to. I call the member for Hasluck.
Deputy Speaker, I rise today to debate the motion put forward by the member for Fraser, who is calling on the House to recognise the importance of transparency in his motion. Mr Deputy Speaker, I must admit I fully agree. Madam Deputy Speaker, sorry. I commend him for the motion, and I hope that his call for transparency is a genuine expression of the need for the Australian people to have access to information about government's performance. I equally agree that the greater access to information helps individuals and all Australians to make the best choices for themselves and their families and ultimately their community. The question that I would ask, is it truth in transparency, or is it the perception of truth coloured by the filters of the degree of truth in transparency? If it is the latter, then what he seeks with this motion does not resolve the intent of what he seeks to address. I am reminded of the words of Henry David Thoreau: "To the man who cherishes a secret in his breast, there is a greater secret unexplored. Our most significant acts may be done by a matter of secrecy, but whatever we do with the utmost truthfulness and integrity by virtue of its pureness must be as transparent as light." Australians are asking for more transparent democratic government that is completely open and frank, transparently honest in replying to answers sought, and honest about their motives, which are clear and easily understood. The introduction of My Schools, My Hospitals and My Child websites have good intent and provide information that helps people and families to make discerning choices. Initiatives such as these are limited in the information provided, and what is not captured is the quality of human interpersonal relationship based on caring, understanding and compassion. The social, emotional and supportive nurturing environment is a significant component of the learning and workplace locations. The motion says Australians need more information about government performance, greater transparency and better access to information to make informed decisions. These things are needed from a responsible government, but sadly Labor's actions are very different. Instead of reducing waste and streamlining processes, the public service is bloated under Labor's watch. Over 24,000 additional public servants have been employed since Labor was elected in 2007. That is equivalent to over 1,000 AFL teams, for example. My office is bombarded with calls from constituents in Hasluck that are concerned about Labor's failed border protection policies, and as we speak, Immigration Department officials are scouring the country to find more beds for these people as detention centres overflow and succumb to rioting. Maybe we should have a My Detention website if we are serious about being transparent, as the member suggests. Australians could see how many people were detained, the cost of detainment, the number of riots, the number of staff injured, or even the cost of putting up a fence and replacing damaged buildings. One wonders what is next. Does the member for Fraser propose the concept of transparency be expanded to enable Australians to fully understand the role, function and outcomes of taxpayer-funded organisations perform, maybe creating a My Department/agency website? And could they be extended to include My Question Time website? Of particular concern to parents and teachers in Hasluck is the terribly managed My Schools website, which flies in the face of this motion's call for greater transparency and information. Through My School, the government rushed to list the individual school's finances for greater transparency, but refused to honour its commitment to list the contractual obligations of BER programs on My School website. Surely, Madam Deputy Speaker, this would allow parents to see how money was administered and spent at their child's school. There have also been many reports of students across Australia being asked not to sit tests to stop negative results appearing on My School website. In Hasluck, our students are blessed with many fantastic schools, too many to mention. Madam Deputy Speaker, but of course there are those that are struggling with teacher numbers, student attendance and the lack of funding. What I found during this time as a teacher, that there were literally thousands of teachers, support staff, principals, administrators, cleaners and volunteers whose enthusiasm makes schools a positive place to be for students. There are many reasons why a school might not perform as well as one nearby or in the same stage. Each area has its own unique people and demographics. It does not show the efforts of individual teachers in spending time with a particular student to help identify areas of improvement. It does not show the disadvantage some children have to work through to achieve. Transparency and accountability are important, but this government is going the wrong way about introducing this into our schools and health systems. Encouragement and actually listening to the requirements of professionals are the right way to ensure that government is actually providing the services needed. The people of Hasluck and all Australians deserve better from their government, and I will continue to work to see that this happens. Thank you, Madam Deputy Speaker.